welcome back. This is Wiley, and we're going exploring down Broadway. So sorry if we're showing Times Square again. Don't worry, I'm about to leave. Ah, so much better. Okay, so in the last part of this series, we went down to just a block or two south of here, and now we're gonna go the rest of the way down Broadway, I think, today, unless my foot gives out, which means so like to the Bull, down near Battery Park and near Wall Street. And then after that, I don't know, things might get even more exciting. We shall see. But for the moment, I'm walking because I have my coffee and it's too crowded to really jog. But then maybe later I'll jog a bit. It's a week after the part of the video that shows me walking into Times Square. The video, not the part of the video. The video in the series that shows me walking into Times Square from the north. So that's why the weather is so different and so much sunnier and brighter. It's also earlier in the day. It's about 1:20 on a early February Saturday afternoon, 2024. I guess at one point that might not be obvious if these videos stay up for long enough. Anyway, I'm gonna just walk. So here's Broadway from 42nd down to until this section of the video ends. Yeah.
If you don't see it, don't do it. No. There you go.
Yeah, that's the New York Public Library over there.
Ball wing, very simple, very low. Pick the ball and go. Here. These two go. Where is the ball?
Oh yeah, boom.
There's nothing to do. No, but
I don't feel very chatty today because I haven't eaten, so my brain is just a blank hum. I need to eat something. I don't understand how those people survived in the Andes after their plane crashed, because it's one thing to survive the cold and the terror and the despair and all those things, but just with how hungry they were, even with all the people they were eating, the corpses, which of course is obviously the sensible thing to do. I don't see why any big deal about that. Like, it would be stupid not to. But even with all the corpses they were eating, they were probably so hungry all the time.
I want to take a photo.
And when you're hungry, you get so stupid so quickly. So just the fact that they were able to come up with any kind of plan. But I don't know, maybe when you get hungry enough, there's also a certain indifference that comes that allowed them to have that supernatural courage to essay these ascents that nobody would normally try without climbing gear, and then actually complete them.
I got a sprain with the wagon.
They just didn't have the energy to worry or to be sensible or to understand why that was going to be quote impossible. So they just did it. It's a Nike commercial, really. Think about it. Just do it. Just eat the corpse and climb out of the Andes.
From this street.
Yeah, I really don't get the taboo around cannibalism. It just seems like a shame to let so much good meat go to waste when there's so many hungry people in the world. Disrespectful.
Pay for me. You money.
And like, you still have the bones left over to cremate and put in your urn or whatever. So it's not like you're left with no physical remnant of your beloved. It's just that they also served a good, useful, practical purpose as their last act as well. That can only be a blessing. That's what they should serve at the funeral, is the corpse of the deceased. Cooked like in the traditions of the homeland. With special preparations, you know, there's like a special holy chef who prepares the meal. And that's how you do it. Anyway, this is Herald Square. This is so this is where the famous Macy's is. That sponsors the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. You know, I mean, it's not really relevant as a store anymore, but it's still here as a kind of cultural landmark or a memory of the past. There's a good board game store around here called The Complete Strategist. Compleat. But they have like, it's the one store that has all of these like really hardcore, nerdcore war games that usually you can only buy online on like noblenight.com. But, you know, so it's just like these old dudes who are probably like triple voting for Trump. And they're running the store. The big problem with this store is that they close at like 6 p.m., which is ridiculous. How are you gonna go to a hobby store that closes at 6 p.m.? Not just on weekdays. Well, okay, I guess on the weekends you can. I need to not miss Broadway. I'm always getting lost and mixed up here. There's like this and that. I keep remembering that run that I did with the Orchard Street Runners down Broadway in the middle of the night. I can't wait for another iteration of that. That would be really fun. Although I prefer to do a different route that I haven't already done. But I guess once a year to do the same route is okay. It's cool. I got the Jersey City Marathon coming up in 2 months and 10 days. So I've never run a marathon like officially, like race. I've run the distance on my own. So it'll be a challenge. I'm gonna try and see if I can run sub-stoner. I think that's a good first goal to do it. I mean, the main goal is just to complete it. If I complete the race, I'll be happy. I'll be satisfied. If I run sub-stoner, I'll be happy. If I run sub-4, I'll be elated, but there's no way that's gonna happen. Not the first time around. Hey, look at that. Hydrofacial, 5 sessions, only $500. I feel like matcha is now like an old flavor, you know? It's like a well-accepted, established flavor. I guess the new one is like ube. Newer one. We're all of us so self-absorbed in New York. It's the city for insane people.
He was part of our road track.
We just walked through, like, I guess Koreatown. It was a little bit to the left. It's not big. There's just like 3 or 4 streets. 32nd maybe is the main one. One of them. Yeah, I think 32nd. There's a lot of like restaurants and cafes and little kind of food court, arcade, bookstore, you know, Korean cosmetics. Usually very busy and popping. That's the one Koreatown in the 5 boroughs that I know. There may be other ones, like with Chinatown. Like, for a long time I didn't know about the Flushing one, but apparently there's, that's not even the only other one. So, you know, there's the one downtown in Manhattan, there's the one in Flushing, and then I think there's at least one more in Chinatown somewhere in New York City. One day I will find it, and I will eat a dumpling there, and it will be good. I'll show you the storefront stuff. They've just given up. Yeah, there's a co-working space here called Nomad Works that I looked at for my company. Well, for the company I work for, not the company I own. But we considered this place. It's a nice space. It's really nice. They have a roof access over here. A lot of pluses to this space. Well worth considering if you're looking for a co-working space in Manhattan. And this location is good for you. We ended up going with another provider because we needed more location flexibility. They have another location, also Nomad Works. This isn't the only location they have. They have at least one other one. Look at this. Wholesale perfumeries. I'm a hungry boy, I got a rumble in my tummy.
We're like 10.
Look at this place. Oh, what a treat. What a delight. I bet their ice cream is very good. Benchy. Oh, there are all these tacky weed spots over here everywhere now. There's so many of them that popped up, you know. like mushrooms after spring rain. Fucking. Oh, 27th. Yeah, this is the street. This is a street that has another good store and another good game store. I know a lot of the game stores in town because I'm a board gamer. But there's a store called Bifrost, a little bit east, like a few blocks east of here. Kind of a surprising location. You'd think they wouldn't be able to afford such a prime store real estate, but there it is. It's like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, Pokemon, a trading card game focused store. They run Commander nights, they run, I mean, Commander is cursed, but I guess people like it. They even try to run Standard on Wednesday nights, although I would try going a few times, but it only popped off once out of the 4 times that I went, so I was like, I didn't feel like they were trying everything that they could be trying to get it to work. They wanted it to kind of happen organically, but I think they needed to give it a little bit more support on their end if they were really serious about making it happen. I don't know how much they cared, really. But anyway, cool store. Nice couple of guys who run it together. Definitely worth a visit if you're also into CCGs. This is more, you know, like if it was nighttime, I'd be jogging or running, but daytime, this is more of a strolling, walking type of area, I think. Plus, I think I'm gonna do a 10K tomorrow that I signed up for in Central Park, so I want to save my strength a little bit to try to run. I'm not gonna go faster, I just treat it as a training session for my marathon, so, but, you know. It's at 8 a.m. in Central Park. I have to get there. I'm sad to get up at like 6 to get there. Getting up at 6 on Sunday is not my absolute top one favorite thing to do. But it always is the case that, yeah, I never feel like doing it. But then when I get there, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm glad I came out. All right, so this is a cool park that I forget the name of right now, but anyway, it's Madison. It's Flatiron is the neighborhood, Flatiron, and you might be able to guess why if you look at the building in front of you that is now covered in scaffolding from top to bottom. But it's not just a little square; it's like there's a little neighborhood called that. Is it Madison something? It's not Madison Square Garden. That's you know, that's where the sports happens. That's near Port Authority in 40th on 8th, I think. This is just a park that has a Shake Shack in the middle of it. That I have a funny story about it that I'm not going to tell right now, but It involves a very famous YouTuber. But I'm gonna give him a pass this time because he did come good eventually. I'm watching him though. No.
You can see the dogs.
Like literally, I'm like watching all his videos. I'm subscribed and liked.
I wouldn't be scared about it.
Content's really good, top tier content. Probably the best in category content. So you can probably guess who it is based on my interests. Birds. Pigeons are cool. They're nice to each other sometimes. They have romances. They have love triangles. I've observed pigeon love triangles play out over a period of time outside my window. Well, love triangles aren't cool, but you know, tenderness is cool. Love triangles never. That's just pain and misery for everybody involved. Or you could say it's the minimum number of people required to have a stable romantic structure, maybe. Because like, you know, like with a chair, like you need like 3 legs for it to stand on, right? Maybe that's why so many marriages fall apart, is it's only 2 legs. So you can't stand a relationship up on only 2 legs. But if you have 3, now you're talking. Because like, think about like Jules and Jim, right? That Truffaut movie, like they were having that love triangle thing. That was going on for like 20 years or something. I don't know. Now, were they happy? Well, sometimes they were very happy. Sometimes they were very miserable. On balance, maybe it's not so clear if they were, on average, more or less happy than otherwise. And it ended in death and tragedy, admittedly, but we all end in death. At least they got some tragedy. So I don't know. I'm of 3 minds about love triangles. It sounds like. But pigeons, yeah, pigeons can just be very sweet to each other. Very nasty as well, I expect. I don't want to sentimentalize pigeons too much.
2 hours.
But it's crazy. It's gotta be crazy being a pigeon, because you're just like living in this space where there's so many things that are so much bigger than you that are rushing by at high speeds, like all the cars and the trucks, and even just people, you know? Like, we just don't experience that ever, really. You know, imagine if the cities where we live, like every time we go outside and we walk around, there's like 50-foot, 100-foot high boulders rolling by on all the streets that we have to dodge, and they, you know, they're not gonna stop for us. And that's our whole life. And then there's all these sounds that we don't understand where they're coming from or we can't control. All these bright lights that we don't understand how it can be so bright at night and we can't control it. That's crazy. Crazy being a pigeon. It's actually kind of amazing that they don't just go mad in like a week. They don't seem to. They seem to be able to hold it together. Impressive. All right, so we're coming into Times Square, or no, Times Square, we're not saying Union Square. Union Square now, which we actually, this connects back to the start of the Up the East Side of Manhattan series that I did. Right, because we started from Union Square and then we went a little south and then eventually we went east through Tompkins Square Park and over to the East River waterfront and then up. But we started in Union Square. Union Square is like the hub for more like locals. Still a lot of tourists here, of course, but it's not as like, it's not tourist central like Times Square is. And there's a lot of local life. You know, one of the best bookstores, actually several of the best bookstores in town are here. There's a farmer's market that is live right now. There's a flagship Best Buy location that used to be 24-hour, but now sadly in a sign of the decline of the American Empire. It closes at 9 p.m. One of the many signs of the decline of American Empire, unfortunately. Because, you know, the thing is, the empires are bad, but you gotta have some empire running the show, and since that's the case, it might as well be your empire. Just because empires are bad, it doesn't mean periods of instability and struggle for control are any better. You got major chaos and barbarism mode things going on, you know. Culture is lost, traditions, knowledge, lives, infrastructure is destroyed. Okay, so this is like a moment, New York moment. You know, you see there's so many of these like food trucks around, right? And you would like never know, but like the Rafiki's specifically is really fucking good. And it's like way better than the average food truck or food cart. So that's just something that, you know, you just have to try and then you find out. Basically, you fuck around and then you find out. And most of the time when you find out, it's not so good. But sometimes you find out something actually good. Yeah, so this is the Barnes & Noble, which has the best place to go buy Criterion Collection movies in physical DVD form in New York City in 2024. I can't believe I'm saying this, but as far as I'm aware, that is a fact. It's also probably one of the best places to go buy like manga, aside from Kinokuniya near the New York Public Library where we were at the start of the walk. One of the better places to go buy chess books, honestly. Yeah, this bookstore has many strengths, although it does have a corporate blandness to it, of course, being corporate. A bland core establishment. Okay, so here we are. This is the farmer's market over here, and I think maybe in another video I already showed another one of these when I was here. I forget. But anyway, you know, if you've never seen a farmer's market, then I feel sorry for you, but now you're seeing it. If you have, then you know what's up.